Where do you play mostly? Where do you play your music?
Well, I started a page on TikTok.
Yep.
I generally get between 3,000 to 10,000 people.
No way.
I wish I'd started earlier. I'd have 1 million followers if I'd started 2 years earlier. Everyone comes to me and asks me for advice, and there's not much I can tell them. So it just kind of happened for me. One day they sent me a thing and said, you qualify to be an online influencer if you would like to.
Nice.
So I said, sure. And I'm partnering now with well over 100 companies.
Oh my God.
They send me their products. I make them a video.
Yeah.
And I just kind of fell into it.
Having a beer with Fred is really about getting to people's passion and what makes them tick. Having a beer and having honest, frank, clear conversation that inspires our audience is what it's about. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. Thank you for having me here today. Yeah.
Drinking our original beer, the first beer we ever brewed, Shipyard Export Ale, brewed in Kennebunkport in 1992. A Maine original, Shipyard Export Ale, like all the guys playing original music on Shipyard Radio 207. And you're a Maine guy, grew up in Maine, or you came to Maine?
I'm from Presque Isle, Maine. We had a farm.
County boy.
County boy. I'm as Maine as the Maine dirt and the coast and all that good stuff.
So cool.
Yeah.
How did you end up in the big city?
I came down here to go to USM.
Yeah.
And have been here ever since. That would have been probably 86.
Yeah.
86 to 90, I think. Yeah.
Big family.
8 kids.
Only 8.
Only 8. We were a small family in the neighborhood. We were potato farmers, generations of potato farmers. So
getting.
And I grew up picking rocks and driving tractors. And
so what are you in the 8 kids?
I'm the oldest.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How did you get into music?
My mother, a funny story about that. My uncles all played guitar. Every summer we went to my grandparents' camp and spent a couple weeks at camp. And every night would end with this family sing-along.
Where's camp? You're already up there 7 hours.
Grand Lake, Maine, on the Canadian border. My mother's family was all Canadians.
No kidding.
About 2 hours south of Presque Isle.
Yeah.
A huge lake. And every night it would be the campfire and Uncle Robbie, Uncle Bill, Uncle Paul, Uncle Peter.
Yeah.
Guitar, banjo, fiddle.
Yeah.
They would pull them out and there'd be a huge sing-along. And I got 50 first cousins, and
50, really?
I do have. My mother was one of 12. I have
My
50
God.
first cousins. The Bucks are second cousins.
Oh my God.
So, and you spread that out. I'm related to half the people. I joke, I moved to Portland because I didn't want to marry one of my cousins.
That's Bobby Labby's line from, he's our manager up in Camden, but he used that in one of the talks that we had. I'm always amazed at where and how people lives went. But with 8 brothers and sisters, how many brothers, how many sisters?
6 brothers, 2 sisters. Yeah.
Wow. Do many of them live up there still?
3.
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Have they had big families up there? Or?
No. I think the big families, that kind of ended. We were the last of that bunch. So it's mostly everyone has 2 kids and calls it a day.
Yeah. So do you have children?
I do. 2 boys. Yeah.
2 boys. Are they into music or are they?
They both did a little rapping. One of my sons did release a rap album.
Wow.
And they were good athletes. And he's now in New York pursuing an acting career. And
all creative people.
Creative people.
So, and you had mentioned, and I found out at one of our shows here that we featured some of the other artists that are on Radio 207. You're a teacher.
That was so funny to me in that the 12 OC guys who have gone on to great heights.
Yeah.
And are just so good.
They're great. Yeah.
And I come here to do the showcase and they go, Mr. Buckley, do you remember us in your math class? And I had never put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, wow.
My son, Griffin, had told me, Dad, we played baseball together. You remember the baseball team? Yeah. And all of a sudden I said, oh my God, the 12 OC guys sat right in the middle of my class.
And was this Wyndham High School?
Portland High School.
Portland High.
And I played them Buck T. Edwards albums at the end of every class. And so I feel like somewhat responsible.
Gave a little bit of,
you know what I mean?
Energy.
Every day they had to listen to my country music. And then they went on, of course, the students surpassed the master.
Right.
They have gone on, and they're just so fabulous. They sound so great.
Yeah.
But it cracks me up. Algebra 2, I just picture them sitting there. I said, I never put 2 and 2 together that those kids from my math class had gone into country music. I remember them from baseball.
Right.
But
and you're still at Portland High?
I know. I moved on. I teach in an online school now.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
How effective? What do you feel like with that? Is that something that's unique? That's got to be a unique
It's going to
experience.
be the wave of the future, I think. We were the number 7 high school in Maine last year. based on the standardized testing
Right.
and achievement testing. So
The best results from kids that want to focus and learn on.
kids just want to do their work and
Yeah.
and not have the other.
A lot of homeschool kids, or is
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, and rural kids.
right,
A lot of kids that don't want to spend 2 hours on a bus every day.
right,
And they're like, just why don't I sign up for the online school and just do my work? And we have a lot of kids who want to get jobs, and,
Yep.
and we even have some semi-professional athletes, kids who are doing junior hockey,
right,
or tennis players
right.
or gymnasts. They're
Is this
in the
something
gym all day.
business for you, or this is an entrepreneurial thing as well?
No, I just work.
Because a lot of it was if, like, I interviewed Donnie Campbell and Linda Fawcett, and I see guys like you that are doing music, doing it as a business. You're entrepreneurs, right?
True.
In your Facebook page, you're a digital creator as well. It doesn't say. I was interested to see that versus musician.
Well, I started a page on TikTok.
Yep.
I wish I'd started earlier, honestly.
Mhm.
I'd have 1 million followers if I'd started 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
But I said, that's for kids. And I was pretty successful with it. And one day they sent me a thing and said, you qualify to be a online influencer if you would like to.
Nice.
So I said, sure. I pushed the button and I
Right.
signed up and put in my...
That's why I brought this beer here, so we could do a little TikTok with the beer.
100%.
First, yeah.
So I'm going to live stream the show tonight
Oh, great.
on TikTok.
Nice.
And I generally get between 3,000 to 10,000 people.
No way.
I,
Oh, that's fantastic.
and
I'm all over the world? Or
Yes.
from, yeah.
And I'm partnering now with well over 100 companies.
Oh, my God.
They send me their products. I make them a video.
Yeah.
And
But one of the
then
reasons,
they,
one of the reasons
There
why
we
I'm excited to meet
yeah.
everybody that's on the station, because this was set up by John Shannon.
Yeah.
John Shannon is
Thank you, John.
is such a cool guy, right? He's written his second book, and he's
A great book. I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, and he was just an interesting guy. He called me. I've met him over the years, and we got talking. He mentioned he had this, and I said, "Geez, I've always really tried to look at new ways I could promote and be involved in things." And then I'm feeling I really don't have a musical bone in my body. I do know how to play the harmonica, but I could never do it to actually do a song. I used to listen to Jay Giles and try to mirror.
Hey, Giles.
But anyways, he's just such a promoter of Maine people, and Maine. With this, you have to have original music on the station. And how did he find you, or did you find him to?
That's kind of a good question. He started the Radio 207, which has been fabulous. And he put out a call for that. And I sent him a couple songs, and he said, "You got any more?" And I said, "Well, I got as many as you want." And he goes, "Well, I'm starting a new station. Send me everything you got."
Oh, no.
So I sent him 20 or 30 songs.
So you have 30 original songs that are all your.
I have 1,000.
No way. All right.
You
You have a lot to do when there's nothing going on up in the county, right?
Yeah, I write every day.
Yeah.
I read Stephen King's book. He writes till noon and takes the rest of the day off.
So it's a way for an outlet for you.
It's an outlet for me. So I've collaborated with songwriters across the country. Sometimes I'll run out of lyrical ideas.
Yeah.
I'll put a call out on Facebook. Hey, anyone got any lyrics? Just send them to me. I'll rewrite it and put it to music.
So do you teach music too, or does she teach?
I used to teach math. So
Yeah. Because you like it, or because it was an easy thing for you to gravitate towards? Or
I do like teaching math. I like
what year?
solving
What
the
year?
problem.
What year? What age?
High school. I teach up through pre-calculus. So.
Okay.
Yeah, geometry, pre-calculus, and I enjoy doing the problems. I enjoy the interaction with the students.
Yeah. Where do you play mostly? Where do you play your music? Where can people? I mean, when you're doing it online, you're getting 10,000 viewers. I mean, why would you leave the house? Right.
Yeah. It is true. Yeah. So I forced myself to go out. Last weekend I was at Fry Island. I played a concert.
No kidding.
The week before that, I was up in Aroostook County.
That's what my grandkids are right now.
I played a town celebration at the Snowmobile Club at Mars Hill.
Oh, perfect.
I'm heading down to Hewitt Seafood in Camp Ellis.
Yeah.
And then I'll be I'm headlining for the fourth year in a row. I'll be headlining the Cumberland Fair full band.
Oh, I love it.
I'll bring in an 8-piece band. We're the Saturday night band. We close the fair now.
The fair. One year I went to the fair every day. I actually hitchhiked there from Gray. I grew up in Gray.
Nice.
And when I was like in 6th grade, 7th grade, we hitchhiked back then. And I wanted to go to the fair every day, and I got the pass for the week. And my friends and I would have a blast at the fair. That was back when they had the Peep show.
Oh, right.
Way back.
It's
Did
wonderful.
they have a big fair up? They must have had huge fairs up in the county.
Oh, the Presque Isle Fair, the Northern Maine Fair was enormous. It's not like what it was.
No.
When I was growing up, it was 20,000 people.
Most of the people you meet from the county are hardworking, good people, right?
You had to be to survive. You know?
Right.
I think it was really funny. One time I was dating a lady who from down here, and we were driving with my dad. We'd gone up to Presque Isle, and the Amish have moved in up there. And the Amish don't do electricity. They go in horse-drawn buggies, horse-drawn plows. They do everything by hand.
Yeah.
And anyway, she goes, "Oh my God!" And she goes, she's talking to my dad. She goes, I can't believe the way these people live. You could never survive going like that. My dad looked at her and said, "That's exactly how we survived when I was a kid." Right. It's like he grew up on a farm with no electricity, horse-drawn buggy, horses pulling the plow.
Yeah, still alive?
He is. He's 90 years old.
Unbelievable.
Strong as an ox. Walks.
Your mom too? Or?
She passed a few years ago, but Dad is still going strong.
That's fantastic. And this lives in the same farmhouse, or?
He lives in town.
Yeah.
The farm has been sold for some years now. We drive by and visit once in a while.
Yeah. That's special though.
Yeah.
And it's such a unique situation. I mean, we're here at 27 Hancock Street in Portland, Maine.
Yes,
it's just as far probably to get to your family farm as it is to get to downtown New York City.
It is.
Right. It's to people, and they're like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, you don't even have, but there's a great spirit behind Maine people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of great places in America and the world, but there's something special. And I was talking to a guy in Florida. I live down in St. Pete in the wintertime, and I said, it was a Maine guy, and he said, "What it is about Maine is why are they so resourceful? Why are they so tough?" And it's because of the seasons, and it's because of the fact you have to be resourceful to survive, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
You can't float around in your flip-flops. And
Dad, they had the one bedroom upstairs, and he would put a brick on the Franklin stove and heat that up, then wrap it in a towel and put it at the foot of his bed when he went to bed to keep him warm through the night.
No kidding.
There was no furnace.
Right.
A heated brick in the end of your bed. So they grew up strong.
Was the house insulated? Probably with very, who knows what.
Who knows? I don't believe so. Yeah. I don't believe so.
Yeah. So what do you see for the future? For the future of, your music and you? What do you see for the future of, you're a TikTok influencer. What other things that I don't know about you? I mean, you're a high school teacher online.
Yeah.
TikTok influencer. You use it. What else?
Well, we got a new album coming out. I got 15 new tracks. And I'll start on the next one after that.
Yeah.
I have 2 agents that work for me that are trying to place my songs in movies.
Oh, fantastic.
Because that's a new revenue stream getting there and there. In fact, just this past week, I got notified that one of my songs is on hold for a movie.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, I haven't played that in years. I'm not sure I remember how to play it.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. And so
you could do a song about Shipyard Export or Shipyard. You write these songs,
they're all about beer. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. If you need a good beer,
so you come down to Kennebuck and go to the brewery, brew a beer with my nephew who just started brewing there.
You mentioned that. I did start a Fiverr business.
Yeah.
And I stopped doing it because it was too much work for not enough money. But I was doing jingles, but I could never get the people didn't know how much time I put into their
Well, the jingles, unbelievable. We had one that we used for like 15 years. It was CLZ created it, and it was for the Shipyard report.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Yeah. It nailed it. Nailed it.
And so, I did a jingle for the largest personal injury lawsuit company.
Oh, Jesus.
And I won't name them because I don't want them to sue me.
Oh, good.
But their commercials are all over television.
I bet.
And I slaved. I was so excited. I slaved over that. And I just did it on my guitar and said, well, if you want the full version, I would have to go record it and hire musicians and stuff. Would you give me a budget? And they said, no, we'll just take the jingle. And they paid me $10 for the jingle. And then they went and had their own people produce it. And
can't sue them because they got they got a football team of lawyers. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You do know who
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, so I did about 100 jingles for people, and I just said, I'm killing myself on this, and I'm
It's kind of bad.
I'm not making the coin that I want to make for what I'm putting in. So, and everyone, you took them and ran. And
Right.
so my jingles, you could be driving through Arkansas and hear one for Billy's Bass and bait shops.
Right.
Or, I mean, there was a moving company in Germany that I did a jingle. I mean, it was worldwide.
Oh, funny.
So, yeah. So,
Well, but when you're doing what you're doing, the impact of being, having 10,000 people watch you on a Tuesday afternoon where you're just playing, I mean, wherever.
Yeah.
That's just, it's so amazing.
It is. I do a commercial every day.
Yeah.
And then I can do live streaming on it.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
and I just kind of fell into it. Everyone comes to me and asks me for advice, and there's not much I can tell them. So it just kind of happened for me.
no,
and
it is pretty wild.
What?
Shipyard's the #1 American craft beer in the UK, and which is crazy, right? But it happened not by accident completely, but a little bit by accident, in the sense that we had a meeting of a gentleman who said, "Hey, can we partner in the UK?" And I was always trying to do that 15 years earlier, and then all of a sudden they came to us, and then I was lucky enough to say yes, okay, because I just trusted them, and it's just been a great relationship.
I don't know how
it's like weird things happen to you.
I don't know how it got there.
Yeah.
I went to the Hall of Fame Bowl in Tampa this year.
Yeah.
Alabama versus Michigan.
Yeah.
And there was a Shipyard kiosk.
Yeah.
Selling Shipyard. I was like,
that's it.
Shipyard summer, please. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I mean, between the Oktoberfest, the Shipyard summer, a Pumpkinhead. But my favorite is coming here and getting the blueberry on draft with the sugar rim. That's my weak spot. Obviously I got.
You'll have it after the show.
After the show, but obviously I have 4 or 5 shipyards. I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, are you in Portland?
I am.
You live in Portland?
Yes, up North Deering. Yeah.
So, what do you think of the Live Nation 3,300 seat venue? Howard Golden Farb wants to build, and
I just think it'll take away from some of the local places we have. That's
but
kind of
it's
my
3,300 square feet. I know, but I mean, if it's like I said, if I was afraid of another brewery, then there would be all these breweries, right?
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I mean,
it's another opportunity.
See, I see it as another opportunity, but Portland's becoming a place that's giving a lot of outlets for music, a lot of outlets for events, and that's kind of like the more venues they have, the more we'll have the opportunity to bring other events here in the city.
I love the Thompson's Point outdoor concerts. Bangor has done a nice job. Have you seen their outdoor venue?
Oh yeah,
big one.
Well, he did a bunch of concerts with. We sponsored some events on the pier.
Yeah.
And the city shut those down, and they went to Bangor and put all the money up there. So this is my other reason.
I love those pier concerts.
Yeah.
I think I went to just about all of them.
Yeah.
Those were so, I didn't know it was you, but those were so great.
Alex, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Alex is a friend of mine, but he kind of got pushed out of town. I canceled for whatever, and I don't know exactly all the story.
The other good one was when they did the outdoor park there by East End Beach.
Yeah.
When they brought in
Mumford and Son.
We
We were at that too.
But then they never did it again.
No. Anyway, I love the city of Portland. I love the energy.
Yeah.
I love the people. And you're a great example of it, Yeah. I mean, it's you're making a living here, but not all of it's from
right.
Well, probably a lot of it's not from Portland, right? So
yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Right. Well, listen, cheers, and I'm really excited.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to today's show and to get my Shipyard Blueberry Ale. And come on, you got to have one of these guys. They're so good. Maine's best beer.
Yeah, come on down and join us at 27 Hancock Street, Portland, Maine, and hopefully there'll be one way or another, a lot of people got to hear your music today.
Yes, they are.
I didn't realize you were doing that.
That's why I always give 100% on the show.
Yeah.
Even if there's 2 people in the audience, I'm like, so there's 6,000 on the video camera.
Oh, that's awesome.
They don't know.
Yeah. God bless you, man. Thank you
brother.
very much.
They call him Bubba Barbecue. He's got a Traeger ironwood pellet grill and smoker, welding gloves and a cast iron poker, a Winco extra heavyweight utility tongs, a real great brush, you can't go wrong. That's why they call him Bubba Barbecue. Out on the grill he knows a thing or two about steak and burger or a shish kebab. Redneck cuisine, don't you be no burning till the morning light. On gas or charcoal, he knows what to do. That's why they call him Bubba Barbecue. All right, Bubba, let's go. He'll cook you 20 pounds of chicken or a side of beef. That sweet aroma is beyond belief. And when you watch him slather on that special sauce, he's gonna show you all who's the boss. That's why they call him Bubba Barbecue. Out on the grill, he knows a thing or two about steak and burger or a shish kebab. Redneck cuisine, oh, don't you be no snob. He always gets that party starting right, and he's burning till the morning light. On gas or charcoal, he knows what to do. That's why they call him Bubba Barbecue. When folks come over, you know he'll come through. That's why they call him Bubba Barbecue. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, guys, that's one off the new album, so I hope you guys check that one out.